Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Horizon 5 with a little bit of a challenge. Now, we've done a fair few lucky dip races where we get cars drawn at random, Forza auto-upgrades them to a certain class, and we go racing with them, see what happens. However, of course, when the cars are drawn at random, the game builds them at random. There's a lot of randomness goes on in that. We did get wondering, what would happen if we picked the car? So you wouldn't get completely screwed over with your base vehicle and then ask the game to upgrade it. Would we get some close racing? Would the game be kind to us? That's what we're going to try and find out here. So we've picked our cars and then let the game do the upgrading work. By the looks of it, Ollie's had a similar idea to me. Go for the front-wheel drive hatchback. The only rule was we're using two-wheel drive for this one, otherwise everyone would probably just grab all-wheel drive stuff. But, the Civic's up a fair bit down in PI. There's going to be a mixture of tyres, a mixture of builds. I'm going to try and do it so we have one sort of higher speed circuit, one twistier circuit. I've gone for a Focus. I figured I wanted kind of front-wheel drive for B-Class. I figured this was a good platform to build on and see what the game's on. I'm on sport tyres, which is good. I'd rather it had gone for slicks. However, I'll take sport over some of the dumb tyre combinations I have got in the past. We will see how it goes. I've never really used this Focus in Horizon 5 before, which is another reason to have a go with it. So, yeah, we're quicker than the Civic off the line. That's good. The little classic Fiesta is potentially going to be very fast. Okay, we get a fair bit of understeer through here, but that's fine. We've kind of worked out of all of that not too bad. The MG is not going to be leading anymore. Who is that leading? Impega is leading with the BRZ. Oh, we know that's a pretty good car. Oh, I've got a Fiesta trying to help me to the inside of Danger Man. That's fine. The MG has got some straight line of speed. Look at it go. Oh, there's some understeer there. I'm so used to driving slick tyre cars. Sorry, Danger Man. Did not intentionally want to put you in the wall. I just wasn't expecting the understeer. I don't think anyone was. It's all close as we barrel up the hill. Gliska wants to have a look. I really need to clear that MG. In fact, we're going to get hung out to dry here. Rusky's appearing. Longbow's got loads of speed with the little Renault. That's going to join. So, we've got a quick car in the twisty section. Oh, but we've just got held up. Oh, and we've just been stuck in a wall. Oh, for God's sake. This race. This race has gone awfully. Not really through much fault of my own. There, we got encouraged past a Danger Man at one point, and we kind of got a little bit out of position, and it's just not worked for me. I guess we might get a little bit of clean air now to try and find out what we can do in terms of a lap time. We're not going to be winning this. The only consolation will be, can we get a fast enough? I mean, the only consolation is they might also fight each other a lot. So there might be a chance for us to catch up just by virtue of them going 2 and 3 wide everywhere, because they're not actually pulled as far away as I thought they would have done in this. Gliska's come out a little bit poorly in all of this as well. Right, let's carry loads of speed into... Wait, is Gliska maybe... Oh, it's Blakey driving. I thought Gliska was in a pure white car, but I might have got... Oh, there's Blakey in the S15 and Gliska in the S14. Maybe I've got my Nissans mixed up. We will barrel down the hill there and clonk a lamppost. I mean, we've definitely got pace in this Focus here. This thing is quick. Yeah, okay, so Blakey's in the S15. I've got the Sylvia's confused. We are absolutely rapid here. Oh, I had to have a little bit of a tap on the brakes there to get the car turned in. Gliska is going to go to the inside. We're braving it around the outside with the Focus. Come on, Ford. Not quite got the speed off that corner. It was an ambitious attempt. Unfortunately, my fastest lap attempts might be thwarted here if we fight too much. Still stuck on the outside. I'm kind of committed to trying to make this work. We've got the grip to just hold it there. We're going to try and get the car past while giving Gliska a little bit of space on the outside. Still going to go side by side for half a lap. Just don't want to get wedged into the bollards through there. Focus is up into a 6th place. Impega leads the way with that BRZ. Longbow's done well with that Renault because that was all the way down at the back of the field. It will launch quickly with the little Renault 8. It's rear engine very light, so that is going to get off the line well. I mean, Tyres are always an interesting one as to what the game's done. I feel like the sport tyre's not quite how I'd build this car. It's not what I would have gone for. However, it's not bad. It is not bad at all for this feel, for this group of cars. It's definitely got good grip through here. Probably one of the grippier cars that we've seen, although it's difficult to say. We didn't really stay with the lead group for long enough to really tell. But yeah, we have got some good pace in this. Just don't run wide through here. There's a big fight for the last spot on the podium, which sadly we're going to witness and not be able to be a part of. Danger Man I think that MG is struggling a little bit. It's got good straight line speed, but it'll be good at a longer circuit, but I think it's struggling around this more technical track. It's been a half-decent final lap for me, as I think Danger Man holds on to third, probably in all of that. We will cross the line with a bit of a recovery drive into sixth. Oh, okay, lap times are what I'm most curious about now, seeing as that's about as good as we could have really got with that race. 51.5 for us. Okay, we don't have the pace of the Renault. That thing is savagely fast. We're up there with the MG. Silvia Fiesta are all kind of much for muchness in that one. The 250 GTO was kind of quick. The Civic was bloody fast as well, but that must have missed a checkpoint. So there we go. Sport tyres, certainly for the BRZ. I can't see what the Renault's on, but there we go. So, I mean, BRZ, funnily enough, pretty good car. The game has built it fairly well for this first race. For our next race, we head to a circuit I don't drive very often. This, in theory, is a bit more of a power track. It's not my favourite. It's not my favourite circuit because it's not the most exciting of tracks. But it will be a very different test for these cars. The Focus seemed all right, straight line speed wise. The Renault might struggle a little more here. It might be so fast accelerating that it doesn't matter. I suspect the aerodynamics on the boxy Renault might not be great. We'll wait and see. Either way, we're going to lose out off the line. Actually, the Focus doesn't lose out too much, considering it's front-wheel drive. BRZ might be a bit down on power. Again, depends on how the game has chosen to build it, but it is possible it might not. I mean, we're about 258 horsepower, I think, in this Focus, which is not bad for B-Class, especially considering I'm often running slick tyre cars or semi-slicks in B-Class. I'm used to dealing with a lot less power, shall we say. Blakey's leading with that S15. Big group of cars. The Renault is struggling, as sort of expected. It's got no top end. Aaron's struggling with grip in the Monaro. Also, perhaps not the biggest surprise in the world with the big Aussie muscle car. We're going to pass the XR2 Fiesta here, and that'll put us up a position. Don't know how fast this corner is in these cars. About that fast. It kind of worked. So, Chris leads the 250 GTO. That's not a big surprise, actually. Forgot about that car. Yeah, that'll probably be good down these straights. Come on, Focus. The Renault may well be out of gears as well. That's another thing I didn't think about, because, of course, we're not allowed. The only thing we're allowed to do to the car is put a race diff in it. It's the only thing we can add ourselves. Everything else is done by the game. So, if the game leaves the stock gearbox and you only have 4 gears, well, that's your lot. There's nothing else you can do about it. So yeah, the Renault might be down on gear. I know the MG will be a 4-speed, because for some reason the X-Power has only had 4 gears in like 2005, I think it is, which is a bit ridiculous. Although that was a parts bin car, pretty much. So yeah, there's that. We are going to be on the outside. I think the XR2 might give up that fight. I was kind of hoping we might have been a little closer to this group. We're not a million miles away from it, but I'm also not in the group. Pega is catching and may well has passed the XR2. We may well get some company from a BRZ soon. I don't know if that's the point to break there. It did seem to work nicely. That'll do it. It just nicked the wall on the way past, but that's fine. If we can just get some momentum... Oh, Impega got into trouble through there. Impega may have followed me and hit that wall on the outside, but hit it a bit harder than I did, basically. Okay, cool. Well, we've kind of caught this squabbling group. Bliska's worked their way to the front of it as we join the tail end. Can we pass Ewan with the Fiesta at some point? Maybe we slipstream all the way down the main straight. Turn 1 is a good place to look for an overtake if we don't end up out wide, or if a car in front hits the wall. Liam must have missed a checkpoint. Liam did with the Integra. That is Liam sadly out of this group. Okay, so Ewan lost a bit of momentum coming on to the start-finish straight. I haven't got the top end that I was hoping to with this, which is a little bit of a shame. Longbow's gone too deep into turn 1. Ewan's taken avoiding action a very long way round. I appreciate it was last minute avoiding action. It was very avoiding action from Ewan. Oh well, we'll move up to 5th. It could be a lot worse for us. Don't think we really have the pace of the Sylvias through there. Longbow's car is very quick in these corners. That was not me. I didn't quite get that corner right. It wasn't me trying to brake check a Longbow. That's just legit the sort of speed that I can take through these compared to that little Renault. Don't know if I want 3rd. Probably 4th would have worked through there. Yeah, I've lost some speed. Impega may well find a way past. I mean, if Impega does pass us, we're going to fight it, but if Impega does pass us, we only lose 1 place. 6th is still not terrible, all things considered. This is not quite the circuit for me. We can make it difficult for the BRZ, though, and indeed, Impega did not find a way past through turn 1. Is that the XR2 is still in that group? We've definitely not got the speed of the group ahead of us. They just can't match the Sylvias or the MG. They've just got too much straight line speed, which is perhaps not a big surprise. I can't do that corner. That corner I suck through, and the problem is it's killed all my momentum coming down here. Although it is the Renault behind us rather than the BRZ, which I would rather, because I'm pretty confident I can outrun the Renault. The BRZ is quicker than the Renault. They're 3 wide up ahead. It's an amazing battle over 2nd. Not sure who got it in the end. I think maybe Gliska did, but we'll cross the line. We do hold on to 5th in this one. That was a good tussle for, I say, kind of best of the rest. Chris was in a little bit of the field of their own at the front. Then it was Danger Man with the MG, got 2nd ahead of Gliska, Sylvia, and Blakey would round out that group. Yeah, it's bloody close between them. I mean, it's close between our little group as well. Yeah, but the focus not bad. It would have been better at the twisty circuits. We got a bit unlucky there. Not quite so good at the power track. Kind of went as I expected with that one. A nice enough car to drive, though. It's always helpful. What are we going to get from the wheel spin? Is it worth me recording this? No, not really. 40 grand. Could be worse. We move up into A-Class for our next couple of races. I don't know whether this is going to work at all, but I've gone for the Mustang SVO that's just recently come to the game. Now, for whatever reason, I don't know why, the game has decided to put me on rally tyres. Now, they're not the worst tyres, no, they're not the off-road race tyres, they're rally tyres. They do have a good amount of grip. It's not really what I want to go for with this. I am better off than Chris, who is on drift tyres on that Jaguar for whatever reason, I don't know. There are a few cars, I think Danger Man and Ewan have got slick tyres. I think there are a few vehicles possibly on semi-slicks. I mean, I've got 540 horsepower in this, so we've got quite a good amount of power in the Mustang. It is going to be quick-ish down the straight. It's just not going to have as much grip in the corners, really. That's what I'm expecting from it. I'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, we're not in ghost mode anymore. Sorry, Aaron. The silver car, I just thought we were still in ghost mode for a second. Oh, Impega got stuck on the outside of Chris, who will struggle with that Jag. We're going to get a little help through there. Oh, Mustang, you got no traction. We have got, I think the game gave me like 2 7.5s on the rear, which are not too bad, but they're not exactly the biggest tyres in the world. So yeah, it's a little bit of a handful. Definitely got to manage the throttle. People who have watched my videos regularly will know I don't like a car that has a lot of oversteer that the back end moves around a lot with, and this is that sort of car. It has a lot of oversteer. Oh, back end is constantly wanting to step out on me. I have no real confidence in it. All of those things are bad for me. I don't know how we're going to find our way past this Toyota. Toyota has got superior... I think we're faster than the Toyota in a straight line, but I can't get to a straight line bit to be able to fight. So Liam's doing quite well with that Jag. That is not the sort of car that I would have gone for. Like, you know, you see a lot of us with this, like, we've chosen our vehicles. We've all got these sort of sports cars. Liam's gone and got this big 4-door Jag that's actually not doing too badly from all of this. Dangerman leads with the Dino, has now got Impega's Renault chasing down. If we can get past Liam, maybe we can try and chase Blakey for a podium here, although I'm out wide on my own. That might get Rusky past. No, because we've got more acceleration than the GT86. Oh god, here comes a Ferrari. Don't look back. There's a Testarossa on the march up through the field. God knows what tyres that thing's on. It might run out of laps. Yeah, we need to clear the Jag here if we can. I just don't know when. This is a tough track to overtake on, I find. I do like this circuit. It's a fun track to drive around. There goes the Toyota having a dive. We're going to have to try and fight back. We're going to try to split them. That's ambitious. If I can duck underneath the Jag, if we can get a good run here. Come on, Mustang. Use that 500 odd horsepower. And this SVO is actually quite light. It's 2,600 pounds, which is not bad for this. We move ourselves into fourth. Let's not slide. We're going to have to defend for a couple of laps in all of this. The GT86, when getting hung out wide, lost out to Gliska, who has also passed the Jag and is now going to be a threat to me in this one. There is a lot of smoke from something up ahead. Impega's taken the lead of the race here. Oh, Mustang, no, don't slide too much through there. Oh, I know how I'm going to lose this fourth place. We're going to get a load of oversteer, or yeah, I can't get the back end to stick. Here comes that Ferrari. That has got, I mean, the Ferrari's lighter than me. By the looks of it, has got more grip than me. Will make life difficult. I think it's only going to be a matter of time, and that is making life as very difficult as we can. I mean, there was space for the Testarossa. We didn't put it in the wall, but we made it very, very difficult. We're going to have a lap to try and fend off the Ferrari. It's not going to need the whole lap to find a way past, although you're on a very tight line on the exit there. It might struggle to make that one work, and indeed it does. We will keep hold of this fourth for now. I've just got to keep the back end of this car in check. I feel like this could be quite a quick A-class car. There's definitely potential for it. Just this build is too sketchy for me. Oh, there goes the Testarossa. I wonder what tyres that's on. It might be on semi-slicks. We're going to be stuck out wide here. Come on, Mustang. No, can't. I just can't live with that Ferrari's grip. And this time Gliska will cover the inside down towards the hairpin. We're not going to find a way past. I maybe should have tried sort of sell the dummy and dart to the inside at the last second, but I think the Ferrari just stops better than me. But yeah, maybe that would have been the way to go. We're going to be on edge around these final couple of corners. Liam's Jag's caught back up as we fought, but is not going to hopefully find a way past if I don't do anything dumb, which I don't. And oh, Liam missed a checkpoint. Oh, we had a good race. We had a good race. Sadly, we fell to fifth. Just seems to be my finishing position in this bloody series at the moment. The Mustang's not bad. I thought that was going to be worse, actually, than it was. It turned out to be half decent. It did turn out to be half decent, all that. 57.1, though. We've not got the pace of the Renault or the Ferrari. Or the Z4, really. Or the Testarossa. Yeah, it was about a fifth-place car, really. Me and Longbow very similar lap times in that. Well, there we go. On to the next one. Maybe we'll fare better at the higher speed stuff. For our final race, we head to the Horizon Mexico circuit. We have a nice spot on the grid. Can't really ask for too much more than this. I'm not going to hold out a crazy amount of hope, but we're going to see what we can do with the Mustang. Yeah, if it's got a half-decent amount of straight-line speed, then this will be a track that it'll work quite nicely at. That's the theory. I think the likes of the Renault are still going to be a bit too fast. I feel the way this car is built doesn't suit me. As I said, I don't like cars that are this lively. I can never extract the performance out of them in the same way. And it is going to be a little bit on edge. I mean, I feel like the build's not awful. I've been screwed over by cars a lot more in the past. Like, it's not completely terrible. Ollie Super is very fast down these straights. How do we beat the Renault 5? And that's an important question. We do out-accelerate the Renault 5. down here. I'm not sure where the braking is going to be for some of these corners. The Supra's got nothing in terms of grip, but it then is a monster when it does accelerate. The Dino's got no straight line speed. That's to be expected though if it's on slicks. I think it's got about 300 horsepower, so it's a good couple of hundred horsepower down on the Mustang. So okay, we're like a we're better handling than the Supra, but it's faster than us. We're faster than the Renault 5, but the Renault's better handling. We've got a weird mixture of cars. We might take the lead of the race away here, but we're going to have to watch out for Impega's Renault. We're going to try and bolt away, and it's got to now watch out for the Supra. I've got to just not slide the Mustang. Oh, not the grip for the final corner. Well, there goes the lead of the race. We'll chase that across, and then Impega's going to... Whoa, I wanted to try and follow the Supra up the inside into turn 1. We're going to now go up the inside of the Supra. That's a little bit sketchy, but we make it all work. Stop sliding, Mustang. God, I wish I could trust this car. Wish I could trust this car / was more comfortable driving cars like this. They just never worked for me in the past. Oh, Pega's gone a little deep onto the bridge, but I've just followed. Not got the front end grip. Dino comes soaring past with those slick tyres. We'll then go flying back up towards it down the next straight. Okay, around the hairpin, we've got a Z4 having a little bit of a nose. Damn it, I was going to try and cut underneath the Ferrari, or the hope was try and cut underneath the Ferrari. We have got a good run out of the hairpin. I mean, that's something. Oh, now we're going to be wide in the final corner. Where is that Testarossa? That's something I've got to worry about. That's busy fighting with the Supra. Okay, if we don't slide the car about to... Oh, that final corner is just death for the Mustang. I can't get it to turn in. The front doesn't want to turn. The back is just desperately trying to slide. It's so annoying. I feel like this could be a really good car, and it's just not. Oh, now I've got a Supra in front of me, and this is very, very annoying. This is going to be one of those races where I just cannot get my car to do what I want it to do. When there's so much like potential there. I'm really hoping the Supra wasn't going to have a dive, and thankfully it didn't. Come on, Mustang. If I could get the final corner sorted, I think I'd be bloody quick here, but I just can't get the final corner. I can get the rest of them mostly okay. Not always perfect, but mostly okay. It's just, yeah, the final turn, it seems to be what screws me. The drift-tied Jag is doing better in all of this. I think I'm trying to be slower into that final turn, which kind of sucks a little bit, because, well, I mean, the straight line bits is where we're making our advantage up, and I don't really want to have to lose momentum, but I can't keep oversteering it towards the wall. I go to turn into this final corner, and I just don't trust the back end's going to stick. Well, the back end just doesn't stick. That's the problem. It's not a case of trusting it or not, is that it just isn't going to stick with the sort of speed that we need to be able to take that final corner with if we're going to compete for a podium. The only good news for me is Gliska and Blakey are fighting hard. Dangerman and Impega are fighting hard over the lead of the race as well, and the more they do that, the slower they go, better chance I have of bringing the Mustang clawing its way back into the fight. Not if I do that too much, though. We'll get away with it there. I mean, we can get away with it if we put a wheel on the dirt, doesn't matter. We've got the tyres to find some grip out there. Come on, Mustang. Right, nicely around the hairpin we go. Straighten up for that exit and boot it and see what we can do. I think we're just going to be a little too far back for much. Gliska struggling to get that Ferrari stopped a little bit in there. Smoke pouring off that Testarossa. We've got ourselves in the no man's land gap, which is desperately annoying because it looks like a fun battle we've got going on in front of us. That was better from the Mustang this time around. We only very lightly kissed the wall that time. It was more like a correct line through that final corner. If I could have done that from the first bloody lap, I think we'd had a different story here. I don't think we're the fastest car around this track, but I think if we had been in front of the Renault, we could have really annoyed the crap out of it, because it would have struggled to have got past because we would just be out-accelerating it all the time. I think it would have passed us eventually, but we could have made life very, very awkward. I'm trying to be neat and tidy coming over the bridge this time. We get a little bit of oversteer. I just can't catch. We're just not making any inroads. I mean, the good news is we're not getting caught from behind, really, but we're just not making any inroads on what looks like a great battle. In fact, I now slid wide. It's been a very frustrating race, this one. It's just, yeah, It's just how it goes sometimes with these races. Final corner, really, this car's kryptonite. Half decent everywhere else. Just if we could have just a little bit more composure from this car, it could have been really, really strong. But that was not to be. I quite like it. Definitely potential in that one. We've been very consistent in finishing mid-pack. Tis the way it goes. Tis the way it goes with these builds. Yeah, the Renault 5 was fast. The two Ferraris were strong. BMW, I mean, I think there's a bit more speed in that car from me. I just couldn't really extract it very well. But there we go. I mean, as far as having the game auto build cars that we've picked, I mean, we certainly got some decent racing out of them. I think my choices were not too bad. That's a little bit more like it in terms of money. Yeah, the two Fords were not too bad. I could never really quite make the most of them in their stronger areas. I don't think they were ever quite the fastest cars, but they were competitive. We put up a fight. Just, yeah, shame about this sort of wiggly rear end, shall we say, with this one. But there we go. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.